Welcome back, children. I hope you were able to understand the topics that were discussed in the previous session and were able to do the practice exercises. Let's have a look at the solutions. In the first exercise, the passage had to be rewritten using capital letters and proper punctuations. This is how it would look. Let's go through the passage. Helen Adams Keller, capital, since it's a name, was an American author, political activist, and lecturer. Full stop. She was the first deaf blind person to get a bachelor's degree, both capital, in Tuscumbia, T capital, and we pronounce it as Tuscumbia, Alabama, A capital, as again it's the name of a state. Full stop. The Keller family, K capital, originally belonged to Switzerland, S capital, and full stop. Helen Keller, capital, was not born blind and deaf, full stop. W capital, when she was 19 months old, she contracted a disease which the doctors described as an acute congestion of the stomach and the brain. An acute congestion of the stomach and brain in single inverted commas. After that, full stop. S capital, she remained ill only for a few months. But the disease left her deaf and blind. Full stop. The movie, comma, into single inverted commas, The Miracle Worker, all first letters capital since it's the name of a movie. Close inverted, comma again, is made on the life of Helen Keller, capital, first letters, and full stop. I hope you were able to do the passage in the same way. Let's go to the next exercise. We had to use the phrases and make sentences. The first one. It is almost impossible to get close to the river now. Slowly and quietly. He opened the door slowly and quietly. with great love and care. Parents bring up their children with great love and care. Over the clouds. The aeroplane flew over the clouds. Should have consulted. You should have consulted me before going ahead and ordering. I hope this was simple enough for you to do. Before we begin today's session, let's give our mouth some exercise. Repeat after me. She sells seashells on the seashore. I'll repeat it. She sells seashells on the seashore. Now, let's try to say it a little faster. She sells seashells on the seashore. Again, and let's increase the pace. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fun to do, right? And your tongue really gets twisted when you start going faster and faster. There are a few more which you can try at home and have some fun with them. Like Sam shaved 7 shy sheep. I got my tongue twisted too in the beginning. A proper copper coffee pot. She sells seashells by the seashore. A skunk sat on a stump. The stump thunk. The skunk stunk. The skunk thunk. The stump stunk. Nat's knapsack strap snapped. Fred's friend Fran flips fine flapjacks fast. If Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers would Peter Piper pick? A tutor who tooted a flute tried to tutor two tutors to toot. Said the two to their tutor, "Is it harder to toot or to tutor two tutors to toot?" You can try these at home by saying them fast and enjoy yourself. Getting back to our topic, we were discussing the types of sentences and we did affirmative and negative sentences. Now, we are going to discuss assertive or declarative sentences. Most of the sentences in English language are Assertive. This type of sentence states or declares a fact. It gives us general information. Assertive sentences end with a full stop. For example, he is a dedicated student. The sentence is telling us about a person being a dedicated student. If you remember, we talked about positive or affirmative and negative sentences in the previous session. A small recap: positive or affirmative express the validity or truth of a basic assertion. It makes a statement in positive terms. For example, all students like the program. Here we come to know that a program had received positive response as all the students liked it. Negative sentences are the opposite of positive sentences. They state that something is false. We create negative sentences by using the word not. For example, you should not be here. We add not after the auxiliary or helping verb. Do you remember the helping verbs? Have a look. They are the be form of verbs. Be verbs include am, is, are, was, were. A few more of them are given here. Being, been, has, have, had, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could, does, do. Now you remember them, right? Here are some examples of assertive sentences. He is a good baseball player. When he was young, his father died. Student life is the time for gaining education. Ganga is a holy river. A few negative sentences. I am not going out today. They were not at home. We did not win the game. We want peace, not war. The students should not waste time. These examples tell us that assertive sentences can be both affirmative and negative. I hope this was simple enough to understand. Let's go to our next topic. Interrogative sentences. Sentences which ask a question are called interrogative sentences. Instead of giving information, it asks us something or requests information. We use these kinds of sentences frequently in spoken and written language. Interrogative sentences end with a question mark. It can be a yes or no question, a choice question, or a WH question. A yes or no question or choice question will have a single answer. For example, did you enjoy the movie? The answer would be yes or no. Do you want tea or coffee? The answer would be tea or coffee, depending upon your choice. For WH questions, we need to provide some information as an answer. For example, why is the sky blue? We cannot say yes or no. We need to provide some information about the sky. I hope you know the other WH question words. They are when, where, what. How is also included in interrogative sentences. Take a look at few more examples of interrogative sentence. Did you see her? Yes or no. Have you watched the movie? Again, yes or no. Can I borrow your grammar book for a day? Yes, you can, or no, you cannot. Do you want a pizza or a burger? What would you like? Pizza, right? Is your mother tongue Hindi or Gujarati? Well, mine is Tamil. How often do you go there? Now, here we cannot give a yes or no answer, or we cannot make any choices. We have to provide some detailed information. Do you see the difference in the sentences? Let's go ahead. Why haven't you completed your homework? I'm sure you must be having a lot of reasons. Next, whom are you talking to? Well, it can be anybody, right? Where is my book? Again, it can be anywhere. We will now discuss the next type of sentence, that is imperative sentence. The sentence which is used to convey a command. For example, come here, or make a request like please close the window, or offer an advice. Always respect your elders. These are called imperative sentences. Basically, these type of sentences ask people what to do. Imperative sentences usually end with a full stop. But sometimes when an order is issued, we end the sentence with an exclamation mark. For example, get out. In these type of sentences, the subject is the second person, that is you. But most of the time, the subject remains hidden. For example, come here. It is understood that you are being asked to come. To get a clear idea, let's have a look at a few more examples. Please bring me a glass of water. Kindly bring the book to me. Play with intensity and courage. Read a lot to improve your writing skill. Move out of my way. Tidy your room. Stop. Give me a pen and a pencil. Don't stay out at night. The first two sentences are making a request. The next two sentences are advising something. The next three sentences are issuing an order. The last two sentences are giving a command. We have learned three types of sentences today. Assertive, that states something. Interrogative, asking questions. And imperative, expressing a command, request, or advising. Let's do a practice exercise to understand this better. Identify assertive, interrogative, and imperative sentences from the following. Install a rainwater harvesting system in your colony. Look at the rainbow stretching across the sky. How many colors is white light made up of? It is made up of 7 colors. Japan is a small but highly advanced country. Try this exercise and the solution will be provided in our next session. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this interaction as much as I did. Thank you and have a great day.